Okay, for all who are wondering, the positions for rotating with your arms. If you're old school and you've learned jumping for a long time, a lot of people do this. The only thing you want to watch out for is this, up shoulders or out elbows. And people say it's like a chicken wing, because that is going to slow your rotation. Anything outside of this body frame is going to slow rotation. And now that people are doing triples and quads, you have to be as streamlined as possible. If you think of a stretch spin, if you watch one, as they pull everything in, arms and legs, either go up like a diver or go down, you get faster because you're bringing everything in, okay? The seatbelt position, it looks just like a driver's side seatbelt, down and over. And if you notice, there is absolutely nothing sticking out at all. So freeze frame Nathan Chen on any jump, he has the same exact technique, and I think that Ilya does the same. But like you say, I'm doing a loop jump. I don't have a toe pick assist, and I'm right-handed. So I'm going to use bend and my arms and my legs to get the height and the turn. And look at how easy, I'm not focusing on the legs, look at how easy it is to go from your back edge to the seatbelt. It is so streamlined. Their hands are not even here, they're here. And then to check out for the landing, it's just there. So that is why people refine their rotation positions because so many rotations are required now. It has to be more perfect and more consistent, or if you're rotating like this one day and like this one day and like this one, it's not going to be successful every time, and you need to be able to count on it. So in anything, in music, in tennis, in whatever, your piano, your same technique has to go for all jumps, for everything. People apply this. Nathan Chen, pick a jump. His rotation will be in the seatbelt position. That's Artunian teaches it. Many others do. I think it's probably the most efficient way to rotate if you have to do a triple or quad. So anyone wondering about the foot position, it is interesting, and it's not. It is definitely worked on by skaters, definitely, because again, you don't want anything out to the side or whatever that is going to slow your rotation. So it's interesting, it's not intuitive that your pinky toes are together. My coach used to give me one of the squeakers. You can get like replacement squeakers for your favorite, your animal's favorite toys at pet stores, at Amazon. You can get them large, medium, and small. They're pretty thick, and your goal is, so my right foot would be my landing foot because I'm right-handed. So I would put one, like if I had tights on and a skate, I would put one right there. And then I would hope to go in the air. And the coach could hear it from the wall. And I remember him saying when he worked with Brady, she could take the small one and pop it on every freestyle. But that's because she was doing triples, and that was at, kind of the height of her athletic, to be honest, that was, as far as clean triples and stuff, and she was super tight in the air, and that's why. So, interestingly, yes, your feet are this way, and I'm not off the ground, but do you see my pinky toes are together like that? My feet aren't this way. You might think it's here. No, pinky toes together, and your feet are pointed as much as they can be. And so every jump, like an axel, you're gonna end up going snap as you are in the jump and at the top of your jump, and your legs are straight. There is absolutely no space in between them. This would be a wrap. This is a wrap. This is a wrap. This is a wrap. This is too open. So a common way to learn is like an axle, you climb up, and as you turn over, the foot literally goes like that. Except I just did that wrong. The foot would go down. It literally comes down, and then you're in your rotating position. If you slow motion a triple axel or something, you will see that they climb up by not kicking straight through. They kick up and tuck their foot behind their other foot into a rotating position. Yeah, I was learning that on a single axle and some doubles. Just because I had coaches who taught good technique, not because they expected me to do a triple, but it's kind of interesting, right? So I did attach some footage from skaters, and you can see Mariah Nagase. This is a perfect example. She has already kicked through in what is called an H position. You're making like a lowercase h with your free leg. So her free leg is her right leg, since she is on the takeoff of the jump, at least for the axle. Her landing leg would also be her right leg, because the axle is the only one that goes forward to backward. So she would have kicked through, but not this giant straight-legged kick. It's like a lowercase h. So you're basically getting a lot of height from underneath your knee, underneath your right knee if you're right-handed, as you certainly use your left knee to push off the ice, and your arms, and you do skid the takeoff on definitely a double and a triple axle and a quad axle now. It's not cheating it. That is the way you can get rotation going forward to backward, is to skid your takeoff, but it's not really pre-rotation. And what you'll notice is she is still going up at this point, definitely still going up, and she is already tucking her right leg, which is the leg she's going to land on. She's starting to tuck it behind her left leg, because she's going to be rotating with her left leg in front of her right leg. And she's already tucking it behind. You see that? She's going to put her, and by the time she's turned, I think this is only a half turn. By the time she's turned a half turn, or maybe on a triple axle it's a little more, her right leg is already straight. It's that motion where you literally like slide your right foot down your left leg, and she's in perfect position. You see her pinky toes together there. Now, interesting to notice that Mariah does not do the seatbelt position, but she does have very tight arms in the air. So and she does an eagle landing, and pretty much all of the top skaters do that don't cheat their jumps. It's just called an eagle landing, and you'll see it in pictures of people to follow her. But look at how straight she is. The eagle landing looks like it's a wrap at the point of landing, but the skater is already on the ice, so they have already completed their rotation. This is Jason Brown's triple axel, and you can see he's starting to kind of skid his left foot into the jump. And when you can see he too also has his feet crossed as he's going up in the air. There's no possible way to rotate enough times unless you're rotating on your way up. He also does not use the seatbelt position always, but I think it's slow motion. If you look at his triplets and stuff, he does. This is the eagle landing. You land almost with your legs crossed over, so it looks like a wrap, but it's only at the point of landing. All the rotations have been completed by this point, and then the free leg goes back and either checks out or picks for another jump. Ilya,
I found it hard to snap still shots of Ilya because he rotates so fast that I couldn't get even in slow motion. But there I saw the seat belt and the pointed toes and the pinky toes. Good grief, he rotates so fast I couldn't stop. It was like a blur. I think I did get one decent picture of him. Nathan is the ultimate example. Can you see his arms in the this is, I guess, leading into a jump? That's perfection in rotation right there. Do you see the pinky toes? Now, see, this looks like it's a wide cross. He's already landed his jump. So this is just showing the feet in the air. But the eagle, and you see his toes pointed together, his pinky toes. Yep. This is the eagle landing. So it looks like a wrap, okay? But he has already completed his rotation. Now the free leg straightens and has time to pick back, and he resets his arms. Did you notice that? He reset his arms so they were ready to take off for another jump. There is perfection. Do you see the seatbelt position? It's really hard to pull in that hard on a quad because there's so much force going out. But look at how pencil straight he is in the air. And this is the eagle landing. As he's landing, it's fine because look, he's already backwards. But look at how tight he is in the air. That is perfect. I hope showing some elite skaters doing the motions that I was describing in gym shoes and in my bedroom was helpful to see how they really do rotate. And the good jumpers are consistent in that they rotate all of their jumps in the same exact position. Hence, I put that film of the younger skater doing the rotation harness, getting practice with consistency in position when she hasn't been skating as long. She hasn't been as elite at level. But to progress in the sport, you have to learn every trick you can to rotate faster. That's just all there is to it.